Hey, today I'm going to teach you how to spin a staff. Jeremiah here. Today I'm going to teach you 3 really useful staff tricks. This is part of a much bigger tutorial series that aims to teach you the foundations of staff spinning. First, we're going to do a hand over hand, a very basic version of it, just to get the staff starting to spin and help you understand the different hand positions. Then we're going to take it to the next level with what's called the skip catch. And it basically adds some extra rotation so that the staff is in your hand longer before you hand it off. And finally, I'm going to show you the basics of the toss back into the skip catch. Let's dive right in. All right, first things first, the hand over hand. Now this is pretty straightforward. You want to find the center of gravity of the staff and you want to put your hand just up from that. The other hand is going to come up and match it, and you're going to turn your hand over. Then the free hand comes over, crosses the arm, and grabs the staff again. Turn it over, now palms up, match it. Palm down, palm up, palm down, palm up, palm down, palm up. Now you're not going to get the staff spinning very quickly with this trick. It's really just to show you some of the basic mechanics and some of the different grips that you're going to use. Take a moment to learn this the other direction as well. So now we're spinning the opposite way, but the same thing happens. I match up palm up, and then I match palm down. Palm up, palm down, palm up, palm down. Try and feel the momentum of the staff as it starts to spin and allow it to keep spinning. Next up, we're going to learn the skip catch. The main difference between the skip catch and the hand over hand that I showed you in step 1 is that the skip catch allows the staff to rotate another half of a rotation. So with the regular one, you may have noticed, you were simply grabbing the staff, rotating it 180 degrees, grabbing the staff again. Every time it rotated a half rotation, we did another grab. Now we need a full rotation, so we skip one. So to start out, we're going to start with the thumb pointing up and rotate it as far as you can until the thumb is pointing down. Notice my elbow is now pointing up into the air. With the other hand, I'm going to come in and also point my thumb down and grab it above the other hand and release the first hand. Keep rotating until your palm is facing up. And then I'm going to come in with my other palm. Keep in mind that the staff will still be rotating. I'm going to cross my arm underneath, palm up, and receive the staff at that moment. Then it's going to keep rotating until my thumb's down again. You know this one. Thumb down, match up. Palm up, palm up. Thumb down, palm up, palm up. Do it slow at first so that you understand where the transitions need to happen. I like to think of the palm up one as scooping underneath. You're always sort of chasing the staff and continuing its rotation. Make sure to learn this one in the other direction as well. Now I'll start with my left hand and go until thumb points down. Come on here, meet with my right hand, thumb pointing down, grab it, switch hands, palm up. Once again, palm up, but cross-armed. Thumb down over the top. Palm up, cross-armed. Thumb down, palm up. Thumb down, palm up. Thumb down, palm up. Lastly, I want to show you how to toss out of the skip catch and go right back into it again. The toss is going to come from the hand that receives it when the thumbs are pointing down. So as soon as the thumb's pointing down and that new hand comes in, that's going to be the hand that goes right into the toss. The other hand can toss, but it's a little harder off the pinky side. So we're just going to focus on the thumb side toss for now. So as soon as you grab it with your thumb, the rotation continues and you launch it into the air with a scoop-like motion. And then you have to focus on the catch by accentuating the rotation of the staff. So I don't just catch it like I would a juggling ball or something. I need to scoop with the rotation of the staff. The toss also has a similar scoop. Scoop, throw. And that's how you're going to get that force. You feel it in the momentum of the staff. You might need to experiment a little. Even when you first start tossing, if you're a little worried about it, it's okay to just throw it and let it hit the ground. Step out of the way. That starts to give you a sense of what the physics looks like and what the rotation looks like. A great way to go in the beginning is to do as small of a toss as possible so that you really just do like a half a rotation, or it doesn't even rotate any extra. But instead of doing the handoff, you just do a little toss and receive it in exactly the same fashion. Palm up to palm up, palm up to palm up. But there's a moment where you're actually letting the staff go. And then you can add rotation from there. So we went through the basic hand over hand to get the staff spinning. We learned the skip catch to add some rotation between every handoff. And then we learned the toss from the skip catch to add a little extra spice. Some of my goals with these tutorials are to give you the concepts and tools that you need to be able to explore the staff freely on your own. And there's a concept that I really loved when I first started spinning the staff almost 20 years ago now, and that is thinking of it like a physical puzzle, right? The staff wants to keep spinning once you give it some momentum. And so your job is really to try and figure out how to allow the staff to keep spinning without hitting yourself, dropping, or simply getting tangled up. Staff is a great prop to learn early on in your object manipulation experience. It's got lots of different functional uses, and it really helps with learning all kinds of other props. Learning how to move the staff around the body is really a joyful experience, learning about the body and how objects relate to you. These videos are made possible by a grant from Fund the Flow Arts, which, as the name suggests, funds projects that help get the flow and juggling arts out into the world to teach new people, help fund communities, and generally spread the good nature of object manipulation amongst the world. If you want to learn more about them, check out their site. It's in the description below. Until next time, thank you for joining me, and I hope you've learned something today. Keep practicing. Have fun out there.